Hello students, today we shall discuss on the topic Agripreneurship, its concept, scope and importance for sustainable livelihood. We shall first discuss its introduction. Humanity faces numerous challenges and most of them are linked to food security of the exploding population, which is expected to cross the 9 billion mark by 2050. Globally, the contribution of agriculture to gross value added is declining, but agriculture still supports the livelihood of more than 2.6 billion people in the world, living mostly in rural areas. The potential for non-farm employment is limited. Viability of subsistence agriculture for smallholders is under stress and inequity is widening. The extraordinary progress in food production in the past half-century was also accompanied by unsustainable levels of consumption, leading to poor health, reduced earning capacity, and degradation of environment. The fast emerging phenomenon of climate change is putting more pressure on the natural resources we depend on, and boundaries of Earth's resource system is shrinking. Agriculture forms the backbone of Indian economy. Agriculture and allied sectors are considered to be mainstay of the Indian economy because these are important sources of raw materials for industries and their demand for many industrial products, particularly fertilizers, pesticides, agriculture implements, and a variety of consumer goods. At present, our country, India, is thriving with 17.5% of world population on 2.4% of world land. Due to the changing social, economic, political, environmental, and cultural dimensions over the world, farmers and nations' options for survival and for sustainably ensuring success in changing their respective economic environments has become increasingly critical. It is also worth noting that the emergence of the free market economies globally has resulted in the development of a new spirit of agribusiness and the increased individual need for responsibility for running their own business. Next, we shall discuss on the concept of agripreneurship. Before we delve in the concept of agripreneurship, let us first understand the meaning of agribusiness. The term agribusiness was formally introduced by Professor Ray Goldberry of Harvard University during mid-50s. It is a comprehensive word encompassing a wide variety of activities related to production, processing and marketing of crops, livestock and forest products. It covers input suppliers, agro-processors, traders, exporters and retailers. Agribusiness provides inputs to farmers and connects them to consumers through the financing, handling, processing, storage, transportation, marketing, distribution of agro-industry products, and can be decomposed further into four main groups as follows. Firstly, agricultural input industry. It is for increasing agricultural productivity such as agricultural machinery, equipment and tools, fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, irrigation systems and related equipments. Second, agro-industry. Food and beverages, tobacco products, leather and leather products, textile, footwear and garments, wood and wood products, rubber products, as well as construction industry products based on agricultural materials. Third, equipment for processing agricultural raw materials. It includes machinery, tools, storage facilities, cooling technology, and spare parts. Fourth, agricultural services. Services include financing, marketing, and distribution firms, including storage, transport, ICTs, packaging materials, and design for better marketing and distribution. Agripreneurship is the creative and innovative response of an agripreneur for assuming risks to the uncertain agribusiness environment to undertake and sustain the growth of a successful agri-enterprise. Agripreneurship has a knowledge base. Knowledge in entrepreneurship is a means to an end. Undeniably, what constitutes knowledge in practice is largely defined by the ends that are by the practice. Agripreneurship is not about making money or profit. It is about imagination, flexibility, creativity, willingness to think conceptually, readiness to take risks, ability to mobilize agents of production, and capacity to see change as an opportunity. Indeed, a gamut of agripreneurship can be diagrammatically envisioned as shown in Figure 1 below. Need, scope of agripreneurship development. There remains looming opportunities for agripreneurship development in our country. Indian agriculture has significantly changed. There is transition from food shortages and import to self-sufficiency and exports. The subsistence farming has shifted to intensive and technology-led commercial cultivation. We have an area of 328 million hectare, out of which 175 million hectare are wasteland of various categories, and definitely agriculture is possible in this area, which requires agripreneurial initiatives. A very long coastline of 8,129 square kilometer with an EEZ of 2.02 million square kilometer provides opportunity for economic exploitation of marine resources. Agriculture plays a vital role in India's economy. 54.6% of the 1.3 billion Indian populations are engaged in agriculture and allied activities, and it contributes 17.4% to the country's GVA. Given by the importance of agriculture sector, Government of India took several steps for its sustainable development. Steps have been taken to improve soil fertility on a sustainable basis through the Soil Health Card scheme, to provide improved access to irrigation and enhanced water efficiency through Pradhan Mantri Gram Sinchai Yojana, to support organic farming through Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, and to support for creation of a unified national agriculture market to boost the incomes of farmers. India ranks first in milk production, accounting for 18.5% of world production, achieving an annual output of 146.3 million tons. India is the second largest producer of rice and wheat in the world, first in pulses and fourth in coarse grains. India is second highest fruit and vegetable producer in the world, producing 134.5 million tons, with cold storage facilities available only for 10% of the produce. We are 6th largest producer of the fish with harvesting volumes of 5.2 million tons. India is 5th largest producer of eggs in the world. India is also one of the largest producers of cotton, sugarcane, peanuts, jute, tea, and an assortment of spices. In terms of the real value added, the Indian agriculture sector ranks 3rd after China and the United States. The share of agriculture in the total value added to the economy at around 17.4% is still quite high. This implies that agriculture is likely to remain a priority both for policymakers as well as businesses in the foreseeable future, and any move to ramp up the sector calls for a multi-pronged strategy. In recent years, there has been a considerable emphasis on crop diversification towards horticulture, that is the fruits, vegetables, ornamental crops, medicinal and aromatic plants and spices, plantation crops like coconut, cashew nuts and cocoa, and allied activities. Creation of critical infrastructure for cold storage, refrigerated transportation, rapid transits, grading, processing, packaging and quality control measures open major opportunities for investment and agripreneurship development. Let us understand a model on agripreneuring where we can consider that an agripreneur works with a food system as depicted in Figure 2, located in but not necessarily limited to a rural location. Also that an agripreneur identifies an opportunity within a market to directly produce foodstuffs such as vegetables, fruit, dairy, meat, fish and grains, utilizing innovative and sustainable production methods. Such an approach provides an opportunity to leapfrog the environmentally unsustainable agriculture systems developed in industrialized countries and move straight to integrated systems that manage natural resources effectively and sustainably. Opportunities on agripreneurship development. Owing to advances in ICTs, applications in business, easy availability and access to technologies, emergence of microfinancing, liberalized government rules, awareness and training programs on agri and allied income-generating activities, improves convenience between rural and urban, etc., have made a fillip in agribusiness. As such, new vistas of opportunities on agripreneurship development have emerged in different sectors such as agriculture, horticulture, floriculture, sericulture, animal husbandry and veterinary, fishery, etc. Following Table 1 gives the summary view of the same. Agripreneurial opportunities in agriculture and allied sectors. Sector: agriculture, which includes opportunities like organic farming, agro-based industry, farm mechanization, soil testing, pulse and oilseeds, post-harvest and processing, quality input production and supply chain. In sectors like horticulture, opportunities can be created like commercial production and marketing of high-value crops, processing and production of processed food, packaging, off-season vegetables and quality flower production, commercial flower production, plantation of aromatic, herbal and medicinal plants, nursery raising. And in sectors like animal husbandry and veterinary, Such are the opportunities. There is dairy processing and chilling, meat processing, broiler and egg production and marketing, livestock feed production and marketing, livestock vaccine drug production and marketing. And in sector like fishery, opportunities can be created like scientific and commercial production, integrated and intensive farming, carp hatchery, ornamental fishery, fish feed production and marketing. And in sector of sericulture, such are the opportunities, that is silk yarn production, handloom and textile garment design, exporting. And other sectors have the opportunities like mass production of biopesticides, biofertilizers production and marketing, mushroom production, vermicompost production and marketing, apiculture and honey marketing, tissue culture unit, agro-ecotourism, agricultural journalism. Constraints involved in agripreneurship development. Agripreneurship development is as much useful, is not so easy and simple. There are several constraints which remain as stumbling blocks in agripreneuring. Number 1, lack of skilled and managerial manpower. Second, lack of infrastructural facilities. Number 3, problem of marketing. Fourth, lack of awareness about career in agripreneurship. Fifth, lack of equipments and technologies. Sixth, high infrastructural and distribution costs. 7, unresponsive government policies. Suggestions for developing agripreneurship. Many researchers have suggested that there is ample scope for agripreneurship development in our country, which, however, has so far not been exploited. The following suggestions will help develop agripreneurship in more effective manner. Number 1, creating awareness about agripreneurship development. Second, development of required skilled manpower. Third, development of infrastructural facilities. Fourth, announcement of separate industrial policy. Fifth, development of agribusiness special export zones. 7, preparation of agribusiness potential reports for regions across the country. Conclusion. India at present is an agriculture-based transforming country where agriculture does not have a major share in the GVA, but livelihood and poverty remain overwhelmingly rural. Creating and accelerating sustainable increase in the productivity and production, conserving, enhancing and sustainable use of natural resources and biodiversity, promotion of incentive value addition, increase in income and livelihood opportunities, and evolving evidence-based recommendations for policy and institutional changes which will stimulate agricultural growth and equity are some important needs of our Indian agriculture. Meeting these needs can be tapped by agripreneurship development, which will further provide direct employment and income to the numerically larger and vulnerable sections of the society. Agripreneurship is not only an opportunity but also a necessity for improving the production and profitability in agriculture and allied sectors.